So let's get into the core of the questions. We always have been hearing that opposites attract, right? So whether it's Mills and Bones, whether it's Bollywood, the theme is same. There are two opposite personalities and they get attracted to each other, fall in love, and are living happily ever after. Now, when you really look in today's scenario, what's happening in the outside, so you see that more and more there are women who are working, women who are equal to men, or we have joining hands, and there are a match of personalities which are bringing into the system, right? And what is that bringing us to? That's also bringing us to a lot of challenges that we generally talk about. So we say, like, okay, any study that we look, any research that we look, that, oh, the number of divorces are increasing, the number of separations are increasing, or the issues in the marital life is kind of increasing day by day. So, and why the reason? The reason is because the women have progressed. The reason is because we have become educated, and that kind of takes away the whole content. And there is a one para of how the men also have to, groom themselves and be trained to match up with the changing world. So, what is your take on this whole cliche attitude that one, two, the opposites attract, and the second, that the whole rest of the problem that's happening in the world is because the women have progressed? So what's your take on this whole cliche understanding of this problem?
So I think that first of all, we should actually try to understand this from a very different perspective. And when we talk about the women have progressed more or things like, I think that is also a cliche. So let us talk about the fact rather that yes, opposites do attract and they do bring a certain amount of familiarity in terms of the fact that I like something, you like something opposite to that, and hence we are able to merge the two. But what happens when two people who are equally assertive, equally hardworking, equally dynamic, equally go-getters? So that's what we call the strong personalities, which we are seeing in today's society. And that's how I would define strong personalities. There are two people who have clear goals in mind. They are achievers in their own space and their own right. They're very assertive in their nature, and they do not back down from challenges. And then how do these two personalities get along? This is where actually the entire thing lies. The one is the opposite attracts kind of scenario, as you very correctly put it, the Mills and Boone, and the typical romantic hero who came on a horse, tall, dark, and handsome, and the girl who was swept off her feet. And then there's this other model today where it is actually the girl who is tall, dark, and handsome, rather tall, dark, and beautiful, and she sweeps the guy off his feet. But to be very honest with you, I think both the sides or both the types of models have their pros and cons. I remember a long time back, somebody used to use a very lovely dialogue. They used to say that in a love marriage, you marry the person you love, but in an arranged marriage, you love the person you marry. So it's something similar over here, that in a model where the opposites are attracting, you can certainly overcome certain challenges. And because you have, a varied kind of personality, and therefore one person either takes a front seat and one person maybe takes a back seat, and then it reverses in another situation. But then what happens in the current model, which we are seeing, the model which is slowly beginning to develop, where both the personalities are rather assertive in nature, that if they are able to actually combine together and face the challenges that are coming their way in their relationship, actually it's a wonderful recipe for success. Rather than a recipe for disaster, it's a wonderful recipe for success, because you have got more input, more knowledge, more skill set, and more attitude of succession to deal with, or attitude of success to deal with these challenges. So my take on this is that yes, things are changing, and to understand how they are changing is, let us define those strong personalities, which we did, and let us also understand that while the earlier model has its own advantages, this new model, if handled a little carefully, has also got massive advantages to take the relationship to the next level.
Right. I think that's a very interesting insight. That, you know that in a strong relationship, I think they both can be the cheerleader for each other. And
Absolutely.
whenever, and these dynamic situation, uncertainty or challenges in life that you have someone who is kind of able to understand you, because they also have probably in the same space and in the same have a certain worldview. And they become your best friend in this, where in a society where it is very competitive, people are running their own race. You have a companion who is your trust model. But having said that, I think what you very interestingly brought in, that this whole system of being in a relationship with another strong personalities. And when we talk about strong, is basically people who have their own views, they have their own opinions, they are go-getters, they have their own personal goals, and they are not just a shadow of your running through. When you have two strong personalities in a system, I think there are also ways where we have to figure out how to balance it.